So how will a narcissist react to a victim that grows stronger from the abuse? That's what we're talking about in this video. Hey, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a trauma expert and top doctor. And in this video and on this channel, I help you identify the hidden narcissists in your life, identify their impact on your life, and then turn that trauma and that drama into gold, becoming stronger and more powerful than you ever were before. If that sounds like exactly what you need, click subscribe, click that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Today we're talking about how a narcissist reacts to a victim who has grown stronger as a result of the narcissistic abuse. As a victim, it can be so important to understand what comes next. The victim of the narcissist is repeatedly abused throughout the duration of the relationship. And as a result of this abuse, the victim gradually loses their self-esteem, their self-confidence, their self-worth. They develop physical, mental, emotional symptoms that they didn't have prior to the relationship. The victim gets sicker and sicker. At this point, one of two things will happen. The victim either becomes aware of the abuse and chooses to stand up and fight for their life, or they will die. As the victim becomes aware of the abuse, they start to do a lot of research, voraciously consuming books, articles, videos. They may start seeing a therapist, join a support group, either in person or online. They may start asking for feedback from friends. And at some point, the victim realizes they're in a relationship with a covert narcissist. For the first time since the relationship began, things start to make sense. And for the first time, the victim realizes they are not the problem. The victim starts to recognize denial, deflection, projection, blame shifting, future faking, and more. The pieces start to fall into place. And just like in one of those online puzzles, when enough pieces fall into place, you can see the gorilla or the race car or whatever the image is that's going to form as more pieces fall. You're no longer guessing. And just like you start to see those pieces fall into place, showing you who the narcissist is, this happens for the victim. As more pieces fall into place, the victim starts to realize they're not too needy, too controlling, too weak, too insecure, too overweight, too full of themselves, too into their career. The victim realizes they don't bring on the abuse by being annoying, put money before people, own the narcissist's behavior. They don't have to be confused anymore. They don't have to stay in the relationship. At this stage, the victim will start to stand up for themselves and start to challenge the narcissist. They don't yet know what they're dealing with and how dangerous this action really is. The narcissist initially gets a lot of narcissistic supply from this exchange. The victim's crying, sobbing, threatening to leave, but then ultimately choosing to stay gives them a crap ton of narcissistic supply. But this narcissistic supply comes for the narcissist at a great cost. It increases their internal shame, their internal fear. The narcissist will want to put you in your place, to shut the victim down immediately. They will either disappear for a period of time, hoping to punish you with a silent treatment until you beg them to come back and you stop this behavior, or they will devalue you. In either case, it's not pleasant. In some cases, it's downright dangerous. Over time, if you stay, you'll see their mask slip more often. They will be stressed, desperate and more prone to make mistakes. You will become more aware, more able to see what's happening before your eyes. You will stop making excuses for them, and eventually you will see them so clearly that it's impossible to unsee the disorder and the behaviors. At that point, they will either discard you or they will torture you until you leave. And at that point, you realize that the relationship was over before it started. If this video resonates with you, type "it was over before it started" in the comments. Then like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And if you know you're ready to shift from narcissist victim to narcissist survivor, I invite you to download my free guide to see where you're at on the 5-step journey and what comes next at narcissistlife.com. I'm Dr. Melissa, and I will see you in the next video.